welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of cool because I'm going to give you guys kind of like an all-for-one video. I kind of briefly talked about it in one of my last videos, not really too much. Today's video, as you guys can tell from the title obviously, is how I lost around like 15 to 20 pounds. I don't know exactly how much I lost. I want to say maybe like 17 pounds in the last 4 months, as well as all of my secrets, tips, how I ate healthier, things that I did for working out, and just kind of everything that I did all together to drop the weight and feel a lot more confident with myself and my body. I've always been kind of like a really small human. Like, this is what I used to look like. And it's so funny because I feel like certain people have like body dysmorphia, as you could say. And it's crazy to think that I thought I was big at this time, and I look back and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I was so tiny, I was so small. And it's not like I wasn't eating or I wasn't working out. I've always ate a ton of food. I think my metabolism was different. I've always grown up playing sports. I've always loved chocolate and meats and like steaks and any kind of desserts and cakes, like literally everything you could think of. I think it was just being 19, 20, 21. And then I got to an age, I always say it was like when I hit 25, I don't really know. When I started dating Mark, I started to really eat a lot, and I, for the first time in my life, was super unhappy with where I was at. I didn't feel confident in how I looked. I wasn't overweight. I just wasn't what I was used to because I grew up such a small person, other than like when I was in elementary school. If you watched one of my first videos I ever posted, I talk about like my insecurities and stuff like that. And growing up, I was always like big boned. And then once I got into middle school, I dropped all of the weight, and then I was super tiny from then on. So I was never used to being as big as I was. I had gained roughly like 30 pounds, I want to say. I used to weigh about, obviously weight doesn't fully matter as long as you're healthy and you feel good and you feel confident. That's really all that matters. But just to give a little bit of context, I used to weigh anywhere from 115 pounds to 120 pounds. I had gotten almost up to 150 pounds, and for me that was really, I didn't feel healthy. I ate like shit. I ate pizzas all the time. I ate cookies all the time. I had popcorn all the time. Don't get me wrong, I still love my sweets and my pizza and my popcorn. So just gonna throw that out there. But it was the amount that I consumed. I kind of stopped working out for a while. I had worked out my whole life, so for me to stop working out, I just really didn't feel good about myself. I was super insecure. I started taking out my problems on other people and looking at all these social media platforms and going on and seeing all these like beautiful people and comparing myself and being like, well, why is this happening to me? What's going on? So I probably gained the weight in a year, and then it really hit me for about like 4 months that I was super down about it. And so I started working out all the time. I would get up at like 7 or 8 in the morning. I would go work out, and this was the first time I had ever done weightlifting. If you guys had seen one of my workout videos, I did a lot of workouts with Mac Fit on Instagram. He is an amazing human and an even better trainer. I had went from being super tiny, gaining the weight, and just like getting this like huge bubble butt, and it was so great. But I wasn't eating right. I still wasn't eating right. So when you're not eating right and you're doing weight training, you're just gonna keep gaining, if that makes sense. Like, you're just gonna keep getting bigger. And that's what happened to me. I wasn't used to it, and so I didn't really know what to do. I was still gaining a lot of weight. Granted, I looked healthier in a sense of like I looked fit rather than just being like bigger. This is how big my butt got. It was pretty big and I liked it. But with the big butt came the big thighs, and again, I was not used to it. Okay, pause real quick. Here's a photo of what I was talking about, how not only did I gain a butt, but I also got my thighs bigger than what I wanted them to be. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that I am big here or overweight here. It's just the biggest that I have ever been and was comfortable being. Okay, keep going, that's all. Everything that I used to fit in didn't fit anymore. And if you guys are a girl watching this, you know that that's a huge struggle, and it kind of like messes with your brain. You think, well, if my clothes aren't fitting, then I'm getting overweight, and you just kind of like derail in those thoughts, and then it just like doesn't help any situation. And so in January, when Mark and I had broken up, I wanted to change. Not only was I still working out, like I had already made the change in my mind that I wanted to wake up and change, and that's why I started working out every single day again. But it wasn't good enough because I was still gaining weight and I wasn't eating properly. And so in January, I decided that I was gonna make a change, and I wanted to feel confident again. I just wanted to feel healthy. That's all it was. And I didn't at the time. So I'm going to bring you along my day today. That's just kind of my pre-story, and show you what I kind of eat in a day, as well as how I work out, tips and tricks on what for you guys to do. But mainly, again, like I just want to tell you guys, the weight on the scale does not matter as long as you feel healthy and you feel confident and you just really love being in the skin that you're in is all that matters. All women, shapes, sizes, colors, it doesn't even matter. Like, you're all beautiful and we all want to feel beautiful. So hopefully you guys can take anything that you see from this video and kind of apply it to your own life in any way, shape, or form. If you're feeling unhappy in any area that you have in your life. So we're gonna start out. Every morning I have a cup of coffee. I also have a chicken in my bed. I had chicken. So every morning I have a coffee. I go to Alfred's. It's like a place in LA, well, like my area. I get a vanilla latte with oat milk. I've tried to cut out meats as much as I can. I've tried to cut out dairy as much as I can. However, I don't say I'm a vegan or a vegetarian. I still eat chicken every so often. I still love cheese. Like, I love cheese, but I try and cut out meats and dairies when I can. So in my coffee in the morning, I have oat milk or almond milk. For me, I like oat milk better than almond milk. So I get a vanilla latte with oat milk, 4 shots of espresso. And again, it's all about moderation. Because I love cheese so much, I cut out the dairy in my coffee. So you just kind of have to like weigh your battles and choose which one you kind of like more than the other. For me, I love blocks of cheese, so I cut the dairy out of my coffee. I probably also could cut out the vanilla. I don't, because I also don't want to feel like I'm dieting, if that makes sense. Every time I try and diet, it doesn't work for me because I love sweets and I love candy and I love like foods that are bad for you. So when you feel like, for me at least, like I grew up such a rebel, when someone tells me I can't have it, it makes me want it more. So I never tell myself that I can't have something. If I want something, I just balance it out with something else that I don't really need or want as much as the other, if that makes sense. So let's say, for instance, if I want to wake up, and normally I would love having bagels, I cut out bagels because I'd rather have the vanilla in my latte more. So you just kind of weigh out your pros and cons. So now that I have my coffee, it is 1:41. I have not eaten breakfast yet. It is lunchtime. I have been so busy this morning trying to like put up certain posts on my Instagram, which, by the way, if you guys don't follow, this is my Instagram, you guys should follow. And I also started a film account, so that's this. It's Badfish Film, so if you guys want to follow that too, I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna take you guys to the store with me. I need to make breakfast, although yes, it is 1:41. And then I'm going to show you what I'm gonna buy for dinner and how I'm going to make dinner. And then I'm also gonna take you along the way for my workout. So before I go, I'm just gonna show you. For one, these are one of my favorite new pairs of workout shorts. They are my girlfriend's line, Pia, and the brand is called Slinky. They're super cute. My favorite thing about them is that they're long, so whenever I do Pilates or like a squat or anything, they don't like come up and you can like see my whole butt. So that's why I love them, and they're super fitting and look really good on your butt. So thank you, Pia. And just to kind of show you that I do still have muscle in my legs, so I haven't lost, like, toned, I guess you can say. I just leaned out a lot, so you can see my little baby ab muscles are there, and I still have like a decent sized butt, not nearly as big as before. Oh, hi bud. Hi bud, I love you, bud. You are so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are. I love you. Oh, thank you. So right now I'm going to head to the store. I'm gonna put a t-shirt on first and show you what I eat for the day. I'll also give you some alternative options in case you don't like what I make. So yeah. Let's go to the store. Trader Joe's, here we go. Okay, so I like Trader Joe's because, again, you have to weigh out your pros and cons for things that you like and don't like, or things that you like more than others. I still love to snack. I still love my sweets. I still love my cookies and my popcorn. Trader Joe's just has a lot of healthier options, I guess you could say. Sometimes I get really shy when I'm by myself and I vlog, so I'm telling you guys this now, and then I'll show you like little things that I buy in the store, and then when I get home I'll kind of explain what I'm gonna make and the healthier option choices, so to speak. So yeah.
One healthy food trip later.
Okay, so I'm back home. It was super busy in there, so I kind of just wanted to get in and out. So now that I'm home, I'm gonna show you everything that I got, why I got it, what I use for, and what I'm gonna make super quick and easy for breakfast, as it's breakfast time. I still have not eaten breakfast, so that's why I say that. I got avocados. Thanks, an avocado. I got some 100% whole grain fiber bread. We're gonna make some avocado toast with a runny egg on top. So I got some organic cage-free eggs. For lunch, I usually buy these. They're super delicious. It's like a balsamic vinegar and rosemary chicken. It's already made, and so it's super quick and easy. I don't eat the whole thing. I cut it about in half, and then I'll cook up some like broccoli for lunch. You could do that for dinner as well. Today I'm not gonna do that because I think I really want pho. So I'm gonna see if any of my friends want to get pho. And then for dinner, I already have brown rice, so I did not get that. I'm basically gonna cook, this is what I cook all the time for dinner, and all my friends are like, it's basically just a stir fry, which I had no idea. So I'm gonna make some rice, and I'll show you that in a little bit for tonight. So I do brown rice, I do broccoli, I get a red onion, and then I get some bell peppers. If I eat meat at another time, again, I try and like balance it out. So this is a good meat alternative option. It's tofurkey. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I always say it like that, tofurkey sausage, tofurkey. They also have, Trader Joe's also has like a beefless beef that's really good. So depending on my mood, I'll either put chicken in it, like actual chicken. I haven't found like a vegan chicken that I like, so I still eat chicken. I'll either put the chicken, beefless meat, or the tofurkey sausage in it. Tonight I'm gonna do the sausage. And then for sauce, I already have it, so I didn't get it. I use this like soyaki sauce. It's basically like a soy sauce combined with the teriyaki sauce. It's just like a healthier version. It's really good, and again, I'll show you how I make it later in the video. And then for snack options, I mean, I got sriracha. I'm not gonna use this in the video. I just needed it because I don't have any more. Trader Joe's has these really good gluten-free cookies that I like. They're super thin and crispy, and they're gluten-free, so I like to think that they're healthier. I got some cheese because I really like cheese. It's so good. Like, I love. Does anyone else just eat blocks of cheese for snacks? Because I do. I got some peanut butter pretzels. I got some popcorn. I also got whole grain rice cakes. So sometimes I'll take like a rice cake and put a little bit of peanut butter and cinnamon and some bananas on top, which is also a really good, healthier version of a snack. And then for another dinner option that I'm not gonna do tonight, they have this really good, it's like a mushroom and truffle ravioli. So there's no cheese in it, so it takes out the cheese, like the dairy there. But I really love pink sauce. So I got some tomato basil pasta sauce. That's really good as well. So I would usually put these together. So for breakfast, I'm going to make some avocado toast right now. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. So to start, I put a little bit of coconut oil in the pan. This is my pan for the egg. I'm gonna need an avocado, but I'm just gonna use half of it. Save the one that has the pit in it because it'll keep it lasting longer. Normally I have a lemon, but I forgot that. So if you have a lemon or a lime, squeeze a little bit in there and it's so good. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of olive oil, put a little bit in there, and then some salt and pepper. That's what it looks like, and then just mash it all up. Put this on the oven, like that. You're gonna walk over, put this in here. I like it extra crispy. I'm gonna put that on. And then while that is all working itself out, I'm gonna mash this up really quick. All right, now that I have my toast, I'm going to put my avocado on it, and then I'm gonna put my egg. I like my egg runny, so I'll make sure, hopefully it is. This thing is great, it makes like the perfect little egg. Add a little bit more salt and pepper on top. I'm actually going to add a little bit of sriracha, not a lot. Hopefully that's still runny. Yeah, did you just, oh my God. Oops, this is not coming out as good as I wanted it to be. This angle is so bad. So I'm going to eat this really quick and then I'm gonna go work out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so Ayla and I actually had a few errands to run, so I put the video on pause. I went and ran a few errands with her. We were getting stuff for our podcast, so if you guys haven't yet, follow our podcast on Instagram, Mac on This Podcast. That will be coming out very shortly. But back to like what the video is about. Because I ate a really late breakfast, normally I don't do that, guys. I try and eat a really big breakfast early on, and so I eat kind of less throughout the day. I try not to eat as much at nighttime, but because in this case I had a lot going on this morning, I had a really late breakfast. I ate breakfast around 2:33. So all I had for lunch today, I didn't end up getting pho, which I'm really sad about, but I had 2 rice cakes. If I use rice cakes and peanut butter as a snack, I'll only do 1 rice cake with peanut butter and like some bananas on top, but in this case I subbed it for my lunch because I had a late lunch, so I did 2. I just got in the car. I have my Celsius and I'm going to Pilates class, and I'll give you guys a sneak peek of that because it's hard. Okay, so I'm just getting to Pilates. If I haven't mentioned it, I do Pilates on Reform, like a Reform machine. You guys will see in a minute. It's one of the workouts that I do, and it's one of the best workouts I think that a female can do for her body. And I'll explain the difference between all of the workouts that I do and what they will help with your body, so to speak. So I'm gonna walk in right now and you guys are gonna get a sneak peek. Okay, we just wrapped at Pilates, and I'm gonna be sore for like 5 days because it's literally the hardest workout of my life. Like, even when I'm most in shape, it's still freaking hard. So if you guys try it and you feel like you can't do it, that's everyone. It's so hard. Because my girlfriend taught it, we're gonna go out to dinner and I'm not gonna cook at home. So if you guys wanna see me cook what I said I was gonna cook, let me know down in the comments. Right now we're gonna go to sushi and I'm going to show you what I eat, and then I'll see you guys at home. It looks like a pile of onions, but I promise there's fish under there somewhere. Somewhere under there is fish. And then an order of spicy tuna rice cakes. Oh my God, get in my belly, please.
1 orgasm in the mouth later.
You good, cuz? Yeah? Okay. Well, guys, I just got back home from Pilates and dinner. To finish off this video, I'm gonna give you guys some of my tips and tricks. So Pilates, I love Pilates because for a woman, I just feel like it completely not only does it tone your body, it completely shapes like a woman's body, I feel like, perfectly. It's such a good ab workout, and it's completely different than any other workout I've ever done. The movements are very slow, and it just works muscles in a whole different way than any other workout I've ever tried. So if you guys haven't tried it, definitely try it. It's amazing for your core and balance and just everything all combined. And then also, if you guys follow me on Instagram, this is my handle, you'll see that I box a lot. I've been boxing for probably over 5 years, on and off, not 5 years consistently. So you'll see that I post boxing videos quite frequently on my Instagram. Okay, so before I show you the boxing clip that I did yesterday morning, this is actually a boxing clip of me at my biggest, I guess you could say. And as you can kind of see here, my thighs were really big, my butt was really big, I had a tummy on me, my arms were even bigger. So you can kind of see there the difference. And now if you check out this new boxing clip of me, you can really see the difference. So one of the reasons why I love boxing is because it's an amazing cardio workout. For me, I hate doing cardio, I hate running, I hate going on a treadmill, I hate going for walks. And so I kind of get to kill two birds with one stone. I am dripping sweat by the end of this workout, as well as it's a full body workout for your arms, abs, and legs and butts. And not only that, the reason why I love training one-on-one is because I get to really nail down the technique of how to actually box and kickbox. So if God forbid I ever needed to use it as like a self-defense mechanism, or I don't even know if mechanism was the right word, but as self-defense, then I really would know how to defend myself. I really hope that would never happen, but I would know how to. So yeah, those are the two main workouts that I stick with. If you guys want to gain muscle, then I recommend lifting heavy weights. I loved lifting weights because it really did give me a lot of more muscle in my legs and my butt, which I liked. It just got to a point where it was too much for me. And so that's why I kind of stopped for a while and I just stuck with Pilates and boxing. Pilates and boxing won't necessarily gain you muscle, but it is going to tone you out completely. So if you already like your size, you just want to tone, then those two are great workouts for you. Now I've kind of explained the different workouts. You guys can choose whichever one kind of fits well into your lifestyle. Again, you guys, I am not saying that I was ever overweight or big or anything like that, but being that I'm in front of a camera all the time, it was not something that I was used to, being that size for myself, and it's not something that made me happy. I was really depressed. So like I said, I wanted to make a change. All shapes and sizes are beautiful. Remember that. As long as you're healthy and you're happy and you're confident is the only thing that truly matters. So I hope you guys can take that out of this video. As far as eating, I will say that played a huge role in me getting back down to the weight that I was comfortable being. My biggest tip that I can say is portion control. So for instance, I used to be able to eat an entire pizza. Let me rephrase this. So it sounds complicated when I say it, like the less you eat, the less you eat, the more you eat, the more you eat. But in retrospect, when I try and dissect that down to make it more like explainable for you guys, when I was like really healthy, I would go to this place and we'd order pizzas that were probably like this big, which a normal size would not be to eat the whole thing. It would maybe be to eat like half the thing, because it's not like a huge pizza, it's like a personal size, but they're still pretty big. And I would eat half of it and I would get really full. I would already be full. When I was at the biggest weight that I had ever been, I was eating so much food, more food than a normal portion would be. So the more that you eat, the more that your stomach expands and can take in. So when I was at my biggest and I was eating so much food, I would now go back to the same pizza spot and I would eat half the pizza that I would get full off before. But because my stomach was bigger from all the food that I was eating the full pizza and still being hungry, if that makes sense. So if you're really trying to discipline yourself, make sure to try and eat portion sizes. That is a big thing until your stomach, and I don't mean like your literal stomach shrinking, I mean like the inside organs. Like that's what I'm talking about, like your stomach size. Like I'm not talking about like your belly or anything like that. So for me, it will probably take anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month to really discipline yourself. So for instance, when I make that dinner that I make with the rice and stuff, if I eat a bowl of it, don't go back for a second bowl. Like just eat the first bowl. And you're gonna eat the first bowl when you first start like disciplining yourself, and you normally go back for the second bowl, you might still be hungry, right? So it's gonna take probably 2 weeks, like I said, to a month to be full off that one bowl. When you go to eat it and you want the second one, just stop yourself and say, okay, no, I'm gonna discipline myself. I'm only gonna eat a portion size of it. So like for instance, tonight at dinner, I could have ordered 3 more things of rice cakes because I love them, but do I really need them? Do I really need to eat that many and then feel sick when I'm driving home? Probably not. And now I don't feel guilty when I'm gonna go downstairs and eat a cookie that I bought you later. I'll probably eat 2, let's be honest, okay? So that's what I mean. You gotta weigh out your pros and cons. Would I rather have 3 portion sizes of the rice cakes or eat the rice cake and have 2 cookies when I come home and go to bed? So now I don't feel as guilty. So it's just basically really learning to discipline yourself and eating portion controls, that portion sizes, but portion controls. I don't really know, but it's one of the 2. That's all I know. I hope this helped in any way, shape, or form. If it did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also tweet me, guys, DM me, do whatever it takes. I would love to hear if any of this was helpful for you. Comment down below if there was anything that you learned from it, if you didn't learn from it. If you guys want to see me cook that meal, let me know. It's super easy and it's pretty healthy for you. I've also learned that making your own food is really helpful because you know what's going in, and rather than like going out and spending money and ordering something that you don't really know what's in the food, like their sauces, how much salt, how much sodium. I mean, salt is sodium, but whatever, you get the point. Any of that stuff. So that's one other thing that I recommend. And yeah, you guys, like I said, just be healthy, be confident, love the skin that you're in. I just want to add that, like, we always put out so much positivity, and everyone always says like, oh my god, you're always so happy, you're always so this, you're always so that. And like, I just want you guys to remember at the end of the day, like, all of us, like YouTubers and people on social media, like, we're all humans. We all go through we all struggle with insecurities and stuff like that. We all battle our own battles. So don't think that you're alone out there. We all go through it. There was definitely a time that I was unhappy with myself, but you just got to push through it, and you got to really want the change in order to change. So it's pretty simple when you say it, but discipline yourself. And yeah, I hope this video helped anyone out there, and I love you guys so much. I will see you guys next week. Also, it's 4th of July, so I hope you guys all have an amazing 4th of July. Be safe, have fun, and I will see you guys next Thursday. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.